So, I've been doing pretty good with crafting and mining and all that. You go on my adventurers log, I've leveled up crafting, I think once, and smithing twice or three times, and magic once or twice. I'm really liking this. It's a nice change in what I've been doing. I'm training multiple skills at once, and I really like seeing all this experience just come out of nowhere. For the problem I'm having with cash, good thing I don't have a lot of subscribers because I don't want everyone to start doing this if people aren't. I've been making air battle staves and making them from scratch. I mean, I'd buy an unpowered orb and then make it, and then put it on the staff, and they out for more than it costs to buy the staff. So I'm making like 400 gold per staff, and I make 100 per hour. So I'm getting about, I would be getting, like, if it didn't cost me anything, 900k. But realistically, it's probably something like 70k maybe. I'm making 70k, and it gives me 13,750 crafting experience right now. So that's every 4 hours I can do that. I've been contemplating on using my festive aura for when I do that, and I think that might be what I'm going to do, because what I do is when my festive aura is ready to be used, I stop mining and then I go mine, not mine, but make the amulets. And so what I might do is use the aura on the staves, and then after those are done, don't out them, but use the rest of my aura to make gold amulets, and then out them. I've been working around my festive aura a lot. Stop mining, go make the amulets. Uh, it's not a lot of experience, but like I said, I'm making do with what I got. I'm not a billionaire. I don't have party hats or whatnot. Pretty, pretty average player. Probably a little bit below average with cash. We're talking about that. But my thing is, I don't bot, so I'm not gonna buy gold either. So you just gotta make do with what you have. I've got a particular set of skills that allow me to just enjoy mining, which is something a lot of people don't have, and I can use that to my advantage now. For nature runes, I think maybe the cost of the battle staves, like what I get from alcheming them, will cover me buying the nature runes I don't need. Because now that I'm doing battle staves, I won't need 408,000 gold. Every 4 hours I can make the staves. So that'll significantly cut down the amount of nature runes that I'm going to need. And the guy that suggested the battle staves was Jay Russell. I think I used Jeremy Brown's friend that I played World of Warcraft with. Pretty cool guy. He told me about this, and I remember making staves at one point a year or two ago, and he just reminded me of that, and so I did it, and it's pretty cool. And you might notice I'm not wearing my mining cape right now. It's because I don't know, man. I loved getting 99 thieving. Like, I know, see, when I get an achievement, I'm very deadpan about it, just because it's my humor. Like, if I was to get a double Torfer plate body drop during double loot weekend, assuming I ever did next, right? Then I'd be like, oh, that's mildly interesting. Something like that is what I would do. I don't like to get excited because it's more funny to me if I just keep a very calm tone if something amazing happens, like, other than killing the Patriarch, because that was pretty surprising, to be honest. Like, if I won 200 mil on Squeal of Fortune, inside I'd be like, holy fuck. But on the outside I'd be saying, oh, that's pretty cool, that'll enable me to do some things I couldn't do before. Just stuff like that, really undershooting it. I'm looking at all these people using rune pickaxes. I'm carrying, like, I'm literally using 10 mil, or however expensive they are now, to mine. Like, that's where a lot of my cash is mining right now. I remember back in 2010, I asked a friend, should I sell all my combat gear and just be a pure skiller? And they advised me against it, but I did it anyway. And then a few weeks later, I wanted to do some combat, and I had to buy all my combat stuff back for a higher price because it rose in the GE. That's something that I kind of regret doing, but I think what I might do is if I ever do, actually no, I will be doing this. I'm not going to be doing a lot of combat. History is repeating itself. I'm going to sell the task sets that I bought, because I do have task sets. Last time I bought task sets I got hacked. Please don't let it happen again. So what I'm going to do is, if I'm running low on cash, I will sell those task sets, and before lag, sorry about the lag, because I'm recording, I don't have an external hard drive yet. I'll get one soon. What I'm going to do is wait for them to go higher in the GE for what I bought them for, and then I'm going to sell them and get some of that cash back. Now task sets really aren't all that expensive anymore, so I think maybe I shafted myself. I should go sell them right now, but I'll be fine because I had about 10 or 11 mil before I bought those task sets, and then I wanted to buy a bandage chestplate, and I'm glad I didn't, because I want to devote a good amount, thousands of hours, and probably not that, yeah, maybe thousands. I want to devote a good 1,000 hours plus into this crafting thing. I really want 99 crafting and smithing. I really feel like I'll get 99 smithing before I get crafting, because I only need about 200,000 superheated gold bars if I'm going to be this fucking bots. Yeah, this place still has a lot of bots. I really want 99 smithing and crafting and before lag, because I've always wanted those two 99s. No, that was on my old computer. I had an old clip of me spinning bowstrings and lumbridge for crafting experience, because I was like, man, I'm gonna make 500,000 bowstrings and get 99 crafting. I didn't really follow through with that because I don't know, it got so repetitive. I like stuff that, hold on, I'm gonna blank this stuff out, so I didn't mean to go to the lobby. I mean, I meant to go to the lobby. Oh, my game session ended. I've been playing for 6 hours. Okay, hold on. Go in, I swear to God, I think they're gonna throw shit at me. You'd have to manually go in and click each herb to clean it. You could actually clean herbs faster by that than what it is now, if you were really fast, or if you were using an auto clicker, but that's against the rules. And so they're just making everything AFK. Like with Living Rock Caverns, I could, if I didn't want to have all this attention and then start superheating everything when I mined it, I could just AFK and be playing my Xbox until I got a full inventory. Well, not really, wouldn't be enjoyable because I mine too fast. Sometimes I mine too fast and I want to slow down like this. See, I'm falling behind and superheating because I can just go too fast. Fletching isn't really, fletching has always been AFK. But I did like EOC when it came out because it took away most of the AFK in combat. And you have to actually pay attention if you want to be effective now. It's not just, you know, auto attack and then go make a sandwich. And Jebram really, you know, he's been playing since, he actually has his 10-year veteran cape, so he's been playing this game basically since 2001, pretty sure is what it is. And back in RuneScape Classic, I didn't play in RuneScape Classic, but I have played RuneScape Classic. All the skills, literally, it's one long, tedious grind. Nothing is AFK. You have to do everything manually. You gotta drop your logs. You gotta then light them. It's just, he thinks that whenever you get experience, you should be clicking something. You shouldn't just click something and then automatically get experience. And that's really what I think. You need to be actively clicking something to be getting experience. And that's what happened with Living Rock Caverns. You click once, you get a full inventory of gold or coal. Back when I got 99, you click once, you got either a 500G, a 2kg, or a 5kg granite. And you got experience, but that was only with one click. And then LRC came out and just basically shit on the mining cape, but it is really useful. Overall, I would say I'm pretty happy with LRC, simply because I can do what I'm doing right now, but I really wouldn't mind going back to Brimhaven and having to mine gold there, and then hopping worlds to get gold, because that's how I got gold back in like 2006 and whatnot. Because all I did was go to Brimhaven, mine that gold, and then world hop if it wasn't respawned. And a few other people were doing that. It was basically like Rune, only nothing like that at all. So like, if you ever mined Rune, you'd understand you have to hop worlds, because, you know, just number one, it has a ludicrous respawn time for a good reason. But there were about 8 gold rocks near the Brimhaven dungeon where steel dragons are and whatnot. And you would mine there, and if the rocks didn't respawn, you could world hop. Now, in 2006, world hopping meant literally logging out of the game. You'd have to put in your information every time and then go into a different world. There wasn't a lobby. And I'm really glad the lobby's here, because that'd be unnecessary having to log back in every time. The lobby is a good thing. I share a lot of the judgment that Jibram has when it comes to looking at people's skills. When I look at people's skills and all I see is just, you know, 99 in combat stats, or woodcutting, or fletching, or fishing, I'm really not all that impressed. And then I look at how much experience they have in those skills. Like with me, just an odd 600k off of 20 million experience in mining. But that's because I love mining. But if I look at people's 99s and I see that they're one of those guys that just has fletching and like 99s in combat and woodcutting, I'm really not impressed. Like woodcutting with Ivy, it's pretty stupid, because you just sit there and play your Xbox or do whatever and watch a YouTube video. I got 99 in woodcutting. Really, I think it was sometime mid-2007, a little bit after I got mining, and I got it at Teaks. I would use my tickets for Shiloh Village and go to the Teaks there and cut Teaks and use those and drop them and just power cut Teaks for experience. That's how I got 99. And then, you know, Ivy came out and devalued that skill, because woodcutting really used to be a pretty respectful skill, and now it's one of those skills where people get it untrimmed and it's their first 99. There's nothing wrong with untrimmed skill capes, but if you're gonna have one of those 99s, I really want people to start working on a 99 that isn't, you know, pretty common. Like thieving, I looked at the wiki, it's like the 10th rarest cape, but it's a really fast skill if you utilize the fastest experience rates. I could have done it so much faster if I went to Pyramid Plunder, probably, but I was already in the zone, and I was doing pretty well on the Caution guy, so I just stayed there. That's what worked for me. And so now I've got 2 pretty reputable capes. I've got, well, to me they're all reputable because I got them before fucking they were devalued, or 2 of them anyways. Thieving, I don't know, thieving is still pretty, it's not devalued, so like, with mining, you know, it's pretty reputable. You saw some with 99 mining, holy shit, that guy's pretty cool. LRC comes out, 99 mining, everyone's running around with a mining cape. And same thing with woodcutting, you didn't see everyone running around with a woodcutting cape. And then Ivy comes out, everyone has a woodcutting cape. It's almost like 99s are an industry now. You know, you can get, you go to Yahoo Answers, what are the fastest 99s? And people just want to, I don't know, how do I explain my feelings about this? It feels like 99s are no longer there just because you love the skill. It feels like they're just there because they're 99. Like, rune crafting, if you get 99 in that, it's probably because, you know, you're getting cash. Because that's what rune crafting used to be. It used to be the skill where you would get hundreds of millions of gold for getting that skill to 99. RuneSpan comes out just like woodcutting with Ivy. You can get the skill to 99 in like a week or 2, but you won't make any cash. And I don't like that. I don't really support that. I think if you're gonna get 99s, there has to be number one, there has to be a grind to it. Two, you should get profit for that grind. Like when I get 99 rune crafting, honestly, I probably won't be doing RuneSpan. I did RuneSpan. I don't really enjoy it. I love ZMI. ZMI is what I love to do, and I need that cash. I really do need that gold because I'm not very. I don't have a lot of gold, and I do need gold. But like I said, making do with what I got. And it feels to me like every skill will be devalued soon. Pretty soon there might be AFK thieving experience. You know, like that's how where the game's going, is everything's going to be AFK, no worries, everyone will have every cape. Let me look. The only skills that not everyone will be running around with at 99 will be the expensive skills like herb lore, and construction, and summoning. Summoning is a skill where you can get it extremely fast, but the prerequisites to get all those charms makes it a pretty reputable skill. I see someone with 99 summoning, you know, pretty good, because it takes so long to get all those charms. Is this guy? No, that guy's rune crafting. When I used to see someone with 99 rune crafting, I was really impressed. And now that RuneSpan is out, I'm really not all impressed. It's almost like seeing someone get 99 at Living Rock Caverns. It's just not even that cool anymore. Because I was at a Granite Quarry once a year ago, and a friend of mine, he doesn't play anymore, but I know him in real life. He got, oh my god, there's so many protectors. He got 99 mining at Granite, and I felt really good because, you know, Living Rock Caverns was out, but I was mining with him at Granite, and he got 99 there. He'd never stepped foot into Living Rock Caverns, and his 99 mining meant a lot more to me than a lot of these people's 99 will be when they get it, because he did it a very long and grindy way. He didn't get it in 2 weeks, and that's what I love about this game, is you can either do it well, actually, Living Rock Caverns is very profitable. You can do it Living Rock Caverns way, or you can do it the pre-Living Rock Caverns way and just get a lot more respect for it. And when people look at my 99, they're like, oh, you got that Living Rock Caverns. It'd be so cool if, like, on the back of the cape it said, you know, it had a little symbol, and then it had #Granite, you know, or it would have the date in which you got that 99. That would have been pretty kick-ass. This is Jay Russell, guys, that Jeremy Brown I was talking about. He told me about the staves. But yeah, if you guys want to buy me those staves, I'll buy them from you for the price you paid, or maybe a little bit more so you make profit. Because it's how I'm making gold. It's measly gold, but it's gold without having to go slay or any of that. How long have I been rambling? Like 15 minutes or something? Yeah. I'm taking after Jebram. He had a 1-hour ramble session. I guess I'm doing that now because I'm doing this mining stuff. I had a goal a long time ago. If you subscribed to me for a while, I talked about getting 200 million mining experience. I still have that as a very long-term goal, but I want to get max. You know, I want to get 120 Dungeoneering. I want to get the max cape, 2496 total level. I really want to get that. Maybe, yeah, after I get max, that's when I might go for that goal. But I really want to get the max cape because, you know, I shouldn't be attacked. Because I see people that with the max cape, and it's just really cool because, you know, number one's got good stats. It looks amazing. I'm being attacked. It's annoying me. And, you know, it's all-purpose cape. Completionist cape, I don't really know about that. Probably if I get bored doing skills. Like after I start getting 200 million experience and a lot of skills, definitely I'll go for a completionist cape, maybe even a trim version. That's something I would do, because just getting the completionist cape it doesn't take as long as a trimmed, because the trimmed, literally, you will have to take at least 1,000 hours because of having to play 1,000 games of 5,000 games, sorry, of Castle Wars. It's ludicrous. And I want to get those capes, and I want to start bossing, you know, like PVM. I want to do that stuff. I remember I did, I don't think it was Corp. I did Bandos with an old clan of mine, and it was so funny. This was before EOC. I was pretty sure I was level 90 something going into Bandos, and they had me as the tank, and I bought a Dragonfire shield. This was a little bit after I spent a lot of time living in our caverns, and I was basically tanking, and you know, with prayer I was able to block all of his melee attacks, but we couldn't stay there as long as other high level players could because I took so much damage from his minions that he had in there. And one of our guys died actually, and we all freaked out, and I had never been in Bandos before. Like, I've seen videos of it, but I had never actually been there. And so after he died, we were all scrambling trying to escape, and I was spam clicking the door, only to realize, you know, you can't open that door when you're in combat. Luckily though, I was the only one of us that brought a home telly, and so I was running. Everyone kept dying because they wouldn't drink their prayer potions and were trying to run away, and so they were all dying. And then I just said, "Fuck this shit," and I tallied. And that was one of my greatest moments. It would have been even greater if, like, on one of the successful kills, we actually got some Bandos loot. And that's what I like about PVM, and it's luck based. You can't go there, you'll guarantee get this. You can either go there and lose money from the supplies you spent, or you go there and you walk away with like 200 mil. Like with Nex, you get a Torva plate body. Holy shit, good job. And it's a Torva plate body out of all the possible pieces of loot you can get, and especially on double loot weekend, 2 Pernix bodies, 2 Torva bodies. Really awesome. And that's what I like about, that's why I like bossing, is because it feels like if you're in a good enough clan, you can do that every week. It's almost like raiding in World of Warcraft, only without the restrictions. Because in World of Warcraft, you can only raid once per week. You know, you kill a boss, you're saved in that instance. But if you get like a clan or a guild in RuneScape, you can go there and spend hours upon hours every day killing the same boss. There's no lockout period. You don't kill Nex once and then have to wait next week to kill her again. And that's what I like about this game, is there's no lockouts. Whereas in World of Warcraft, lockouts are a slow progression down. So I want to, switching gears a little bit here. What kind of music do I like? When I'm doing skilling like this, where it's very tedious and slow, might be an attack. I like to listen to pretty relaxed music. I'm a big fan of Lady Hawk, and I'll go ahead and play one of her songs right now. She's pretty relaxed vocals, very talented artist, and one of her favorite songs is it's Delirium, and it's when it's late at night, like right now as I record this is dead midnight, literally 12 a.m. I get really relaxed and I can do this stuff a lot easier. Like right when I get home from school, I'm a senior. I feel really energized, and I don't really want to be doing this, but I listen to Lady Hawk or Alkaline Trio or some really relaxed type of artists, and and I really, get into the groove of doing this, because if I'm listening to something like Skrillex or some really high energy music, I want to go do combat or something. I don't want to sit here and do skills. And so music really influenced, lag, terrible lag. music really influences a lot of what I feel like doing in the game. Because if I'm doing Slayer, I want to be listening to something like Cruella, you know. And she was the one that did that Killing It song in my Minified Folks video. I want to be listening to stuff that's really loud and high energy. When I'm doing skilling, I need to relax a little bit. And so, if I'm woodcutting yews or something like that, or maples while training fire making at the same time, multitasking, it's going to be Lady Hawk or Alkaline Trio. Let's see what else I got. I've got, not Swell Dollar. Cursive is pretty good. I've also got some Blackmore's Night. I think they're a pagan-based music group. They're not like Satanist or anything. They have really old-timey music. It sounds like it's from the medieval times. They use a lot of lutes and whatnot. I'm a big fan of that. Big thing, I don't think I've told anyone this on the internet before, but every other Friday, I meet up with a group of friends, and we play Dungeons & Dragons. I'm the Dungeon Master DM. I basically control the story. And we use that as our background music, is Blackmore's Night. We have two sets of music. If it's like a boss fight or something, we'd be playing Dragonland, but if it's just exploring or sitting in a tavern or something, we're playing Blackmore's Night. It's good ambient music. It's very relaxing. Depending on what I'm doing in the game, I will be playing a certain set of music, because really relaxed music will allow me to skill better and for longer periods of time. And if I'm doing combat, I'd love the Disturbed and Skrillex and the stuff. Anything like that. It's so warm here. It's funny. If I wasn't recording right now, I'm actually on my Lady Hawk Pandora right now. I actually have been using Pandora, I think, for around 2 years, because I used to only use YouTube for music, and I have my favorites are set to private for some reason. I'll set those to public so you can see all the music I've had. I would only use YouTube for music, and it was just, you know, I would learn the lyrics to every song, I would learn every bass, every treble and all that, because it's the only music I'd listen to. And then I hear people talk about Pandora, and I've heard of Pandora before, but I had never used it. And so this was, I think I woke up at around 8 in the afternoon, not 8 in the afternoon, 8 in the morning, and I was all drowsy and tired. And this was during the summer, and me getting up at 8 was weird. And so I wanted to be productive, not just stand around and do nothing. And so I bought a few thousand coal, and I mined a few hundred mithril ores, and I was just opened up Pandora, and as I was smithing those ores and mining and then smithing them afterwards, I was using Pandora, and it was so great, because rather than listening, I don't like Spotify because you can only do like one artist, or it allows you to listen to one artist. I discovered a lot of music through Pandora, and that's what I like. Like, if you're gonna be doing stuff on YouTube, if you notice, basically in every in every video I have, there's always like a new song in the background. That's because I know a lot of music, and I've got a lot of music on YouTube, and that's from Pandora. I discover a lot of stuff from Pandora, and I'm actually subscribed to Pandora 1, higher quality sound, no ads, but I use AdBlock anyways. And it allows me to basically hear all these various artists, and I've even discovered some underground bands. Cursive is a band that, actually my brother told me about that, but they're basically a lot like Alkaline Trio. And if you don't know who Alkaline Trio is, I'll show you to spell their name. You can go look them up. They're really really talented. They're a band based from Chicago. They're from Chicago, and their music is very relatable to Cursive. They're a bit bigger than Cursive, and they actually went around the United States. I saw them live in Texas, and they were touring with them. I wouldn't really call it touring, more like playing at the same show with them, because touring is something big bands do. And they were going with them And one of my favorite songs from them was Big Bang. It was talking about the Big Bang Theory and religion. And it was a really good song, and I loved it. Actually, the first time I heard it was in my brother's car, and then I heard it live in Texas. Oh yeah, what are my plans after all this? Well, after 99 crafting and smithing, and maybe magic, I don't know. I might, like I said, want to do fire making, but I'm going to do something, I don't know. I have two ways I want to get 99 fire making, either through, I'm being attacked again. If I wasn't talking, I'd be able to react more quickly to being attacked. Two plans I got to get 99 fire making. I'm either going to cut maples with the infernal adze in Taverley. No, not Taverley. Camelot. And then it was in my video. I also enjoy wood chopping. I like to call it wood chipping, wood slicing, or anything other than wood cutting. Just, you know, like I said, deadpan, pretty funny. I like to use the infernal adze, and I'll make a bonfire next to a tree that I'm cutting, and then use the logs as I get them. It's basically like superheating. So like when I get the log, I'll use it on the bonfire, burn it, and get that experience. Like you see here, I'm superheating the ore as I get it. That's basically what I do when I'm using the adze on the trees. And I'll be getting both woodcutting and fire making experience. Or I'll just buy, you know, like 30,000 maple logs because they're really cheap, and then use those for pure fire making experience. What I want to do is I want to go into temple trekking after I do all this, of course, and I want to get the lumberjack outfit, because after I get 200 million mining experience, I think woodcutting would be a very good candidate for me getting 200 million and next. I really love the collection skills. Probably I would not want to do it at Ivy. I don't enjoy Ivy. I don't like it. I would do a mixture of teaks, yews, and maples. Probably more focused around teaks while using the adze. The adze, some people like to call it adze, but looked it up on the wiki, it's pronounced adze, A-D-Z-E. It's the axe you get from getting 92 fire making, and after lighting all the beacons. And it has like a 1 in 4 or 5 something chance to burn a log, giving you both fire making and woodcutting experience. And that's what I really like. And you wouldn't want to use it if you're chopping magics or yews, unless you were doing them for experience for some reason. Because if you're cutting yews, or not so much yews, but more so magic logs. If you're cutting magic logs, you probably don't want them to burn like that. If you're going to use magic logs for fire making experience, you know, you probably just want to buy them instead of waiting to cut them. If you're cutting that, you just use a dragon hatchet. I am getting so tired. I think what I'll do, I'll go ahead and upload this to YouTube, and then I will finish off the rest of these nature rooms and buy it somewhere around 5,000 tomorrow, and then pick it up again. So I'm gonna go and finish this stuff up. You guys have a nice night or morning wherever you're watching this, and see you next time.